Welcome to this 30-minute sun salutation vinyasa flow. We're going to be working on some basic postures, but we're going to move with our breath. So I want you to focus in this class on inhaling as you breathe into your lower belly, bringing those inhales into your chest, and then exhaling from your chest, then your lower belly. We're going to start seated though, and we'll take a few moments here to set an intention for the practice. So come to your comfortable seat. Your legs can be under you in Sukhasana. You can take your hands, move your glutes behind you. And take a moment to just ground yourself in to your mat. Close your eyes and just notice what your body feels like right now in space. If your shoulders are tense and lifted by your ears, try to soften them down your back. You can make space in between your teeth so that your jaw is nice and relaxed. And take a full inhale through your nose and sigh it out from your mouth. And do that 2 more times. When you're ready, gently come onto hands and knees. We'll take a few rounds of cat-cow. So when you come on to hands and knees, make sure that your hips are above your knees and your shoulders are above your wrists. Take a little bend in your elbows and make as much space in between your hands and your fingers as you can. Inhale, reach the chest forward, belly drops, tailbone lifts, top of the feet press into the earth. Exhale, round the spine, look at the belly button. It's like you're trying to touch your back to the ceiling. So we're going to continue this for a few more rounds. Eyes closed, inhale, chest forward, belly drops, tailbone lifts. Exhale, round the spine. Inhale, cow pose. Exhale, round cat pose. Take a few more rounds just like that, and feel free to put in any organic movements. So you could look back at one hip and back at the other for a side stretch. You could exhale, sit your hips all the way down onto your heels. Inhale, press your chest towards the mat. Just take a few more rounds wherever you are. And then from here we'll move into downward facing dog. So the correct measurement for downward facing dog for your body type, your height, is to come first to a plank, which is just like a push-up. You can keep one knee down in your plank or you can lift both knees. And so this is how far apart you want your hands and your feet to be. And then without moving hands or feet closer together, you just press your hips up and back. So you can pedal one heel down and then the other in your downward facing dog. You're looking at your belly button, trying to stitch your ribs together, and this is all about your tailbone lifting up towards the ceiling. So just imagine there's almost a string connected to each of your glutes, and it's just being lifted up. Take a full breath in through your nose and a sigh from your mouth here. And then on your next inhale, roll forward into plank, like a push-up, and then exhale, lower all the way down onto your belly. Untuck your toes, and we'll move into our first back bend. So this is Sphinx pose. It's a really gentle back bend. Shoulders are above elbows, and you're pressing your hands into the earth, reaching your chest forward. Glutes are soft here. Tops of the feet are pressing into the earth. Take one more inhale here. And then exhale, downward facing dog. You can come to hands and knees first, or you can press straight up and back. Downward facing dog. Inhale through the nose. Exhale from the mouth. Next inhale, roll forward into plank again, bend at the elbows, lower all the way down onto your belly. This is our second back bend, so I'm showing you options here. Untuck the toes. This is low cobra. So you're using the erector muscles of your back here. Your hands are just barely pressing into the mat, and you're reaching your chest forward with glutes soft. Take one more inhale in low cobra, and then exhale, downward dog. You can come straight up and back or come to hands and knees first. Inhale through the nose, exhale from the mouth like a sigh. Final option for back bend. Inhale, roll forward into plank. Exhale, bend at the elbows, lower all the way down. And from here, you're going to lift yourself up so that only the tops of your feet press into the earth. Your hands are pressing into the mat, glutes are soft here, and you're reaching your chest forward. You can gaze up here, or you can just make sure your shoulders are moving down your back. Take one more inhale here in up dog, and then exhale, downward dog. You can just tuck your toes here, pressing up and back. Perfect, so now you have your 3 options for your back bends. From here, take a deep bend in the knees. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat. Standing forward fold. We're going to take our knees slightly bent here until you can feel your stomach touching your thighs. You can take your hands to the outside edges of your ankles. Pull your forehead down towards your knees. And let your toes be slightly in and your heels slightly out so that you're widening your sacrum and your tailbone. And just pull everything down. Head is completely heavy. You can make a basket with your hands if you like and pull your neck, your head down closer to the earth. This is a great way to get upside down every day. It doesn't have to be a fancy headstand or handstand. This is a great way to get the blood flowing. Take one more inhale here. Full exhale. Next inhale, we're going to look forward until the spine straightens. So you might have to lift up halfway. A little bit less. Take one more inhale here, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Exhale, fold. Let your arms dangle at your sides. Inhale as you roll up one vertebrae at a time. Head is the last thing to come up to standing. Continue to pause here in Tadasana. Take one more inhale through your nose. One more exhale from your mouth like a sigh. And then when you're ready, inhale the arms up. Look up, reach up, exhale, standing forward, fold, slightly bent knees. Inhale, lift until your spine straightens. Exhale, fold, plant your hands, step back into downward facing dog. Take an inhale here as you roll forward into plank, and then an exhale to come down onto hands and knees. You're going to take your right foot in between your hands. Walk the right foot up slightly and then straighten your front leg. Straighten that right leg. Pull the right toes in towards the body. Keep your spine really nice and straight. This is half Hanuman, so half splits. So continue to pull your right hip back into space here. If you want to go a little bit deeper, you can just walk that right foot further towards the front side edge of your mat. Continue to just feel that opening in the back of your hamstrings. If you need to bring the ground closer to you, you can always take a block and come up to halfway lift. Continue to breathe here. Keep a softness in your jaw and pull the breath down into your lower belly space for 2 more inhales and 2 more exhales. And then when you're ready, plant your hands down. Use your core here and lift your right knee to meet your left, and we'll switch sides. So you'll take your left foot in between your hands and just start to heel toe or walk the left toes forward until you can straighten that left leg. Flex the left toes, pull the left toes in towards that left knee, and maybe you stay here, or if you need a block for support, just give that to yourself. 2 more inhales, 2 more exhales as you pull your left hip back in space. And then when you're ready, gently bend into that left knee, bring it to meet your right, and make your way down into downward facing dog. So you can tuck your toes, press your hips straight up and back. Inhale your right leg up and back, toes pointing down. Exhale, high lunge, just like we did before. That foot comes in between the hands. Inhale your arms up. Again, for balance, just pull your right hip back into space and have this motion of pulling your legs towards one another. Take one more inhale here. Try to pull your ribs towards each other rather than splaying out. And then exhale, warrior 2. So you're going to open your hips up towards the left side of your mat. And you're looking over your right fingertips here. Hips are nice and open, and you're externally rotating your right leg away from the center line. Next, inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, cartwheel your hands down and around. Let's move through Vinyasa together. Inhale to plank. Exhale, lower down all the way or halfway as you inhale into your back bend. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Inhale the left leg up and back, toes pointing down. Exhale, step it in between the hands, coming into that high lunge on the left side. So look behind you. You're trying to have your back heel be almost like there's a baseboard or something, a wall behind that foot. So you're on the tiptoes of that back foot. And if you feel wobbly, just take your left foot further over to the left. Try to straighten your right leg as much as you can. One more inhale here, and then exhale, warrior two on the left side. So in warrior two, that back foot is parallel to the backside edges of your mat. Sit a little bit deeper into that front leg. Look over your left fingertips. Next inhale, reverse your warrior. Exhale, move through Vinyasa. Cartwheel your hands down and around. Inhale, downward facing dog. Exhale, plank. Inhale, lower down. Exhale here. Inhale into your back bend. Glutes are soft. Exhale, downward facing dog. Deep bend in the knees. Inhale, look forward. Exhale, step or hop to the top of your mat, standing forward fold. Inhale, spine is straight, halfway lift. Exhale, fold. Inhale, arms reach all the way up. Exhale, hands to your heart. Take one more full inhale through your nose, sigh it out from your mouth. Inhale, arms up, look up, reach up. Exhale, fold. Plant your hands, step just your right leg back behind you, drop your back leg. This is just what we did before, that low lunge. And here we're just working on pushing the hips down towards the ground. One more inhale here. And then exhale, start to straighten into that front leg just like we did before, half Hanuman. You're straightening the front leg and you're pulling the left toes towards that left knee. Back is straight here, so if you're kind of rounding over, maybe you just slightly lean the fingertips forward. Take one more inhale here. And then exhale, bend into that front knee. Bring your left hand to the inside edge of that left foot. This is lizard pose, a little bit of a hip opener here. So you're welcome to keep your hands down on the mat, or for more opening in your hips, you can come down onto your forearms. We're just going to take 4 inhales and 4 exhales here, so close your eyes if you can and breathe with me. Go ahead and exhale everything out completely. Inhale in through the nose. Full exhale. Again, inhaling. And let it go. 2 more on your own, just like that. Full inhales, full exhales. And when you're ready, gently take your left hand on the outside edge of that left foot, tuck the back toes, lift up on your back knee. Inhale that left leg back behind you. Exhale, roll forward into plank. Take an inhale in plank, and then an exhale lowers you down. Inhaling into your back bend. And exhale, downward dog. Inhale your right leg up and back. Exhale it in between the hands, coming in to that low lunge on this side. Drop the back knee. You can untuck the back toes. We'll take a moment to breathe here, trying to keep the spine straight if you can. And then when you're ready, gently straighten into that front leg. Pull the right toes in towards that right knee. This is half Hanuman, just like we did before. And again, always use your blocks. Your yoga practice doesn't have to look like anybody else's. So if you need extra blocks or you need anything like that, just give that gift to yourself. Your body will appreciate it. Take one more inhale here. And then exhale, come back into that low lunge. Take your right hand to the inside edge of that right foot. Lizard pose on the right side. You're welcome to stay here. You can always come down onto forearms, or you could even take a block underneath you, bringing your forearms on the block. And we're going to take 4 inhales and 4 exhales here. So go ahead and breathe everything out. Full exhale. Inhaling in. And let it go. Take 2 more breaths just like that on your own. when you're ready. If you've got any blocks, gently move those off to the side. Plant your right hand down to frame that right foot. Lift up on your back knee. Move through Vinyasa. Inhale the right foot down to the left. Exhale, plank. Inhale and plank. And then exhale, lowers you down. Inhaling into your back bend. And then exhale, downward facing dog. Take 2 inhales and 2 exhales here. You can continue to pedal one heel down and then the other if you need that extra hamstring stretch. And then from here, we're going to come up into a seat. You can drop yourself down on your hands and knees and get there that way, or you can inhale, look forward, and jump into a seat, crossing your ankles. So take a full inhale in, bend the knees, and then exhale. Cross at the ankles, coming into your seat. With feet flat on the mat, knees bent, we'll do a few rounds of Navasana or boat pose. Take your hands, physically move your glutes behind you, and I'll walk you through this in steps. So you're welcome to take supported boat pose, Navasana, by taking your fingertips pretty far behind you like you're reclining, and then lifting one shin and then the other. And in this, you're trying to pull your thighs towards your chest. So this is supported Navasana. You're welcome to stay here. But when you feel ready, you can move your right fingertips, then your left, towards the front side edge of your mat. Take a full breath in here, and then we're going to gently exhale, lower down to halfway. Inhaling up. Exhale, lower halfway. Inhale, lift. One more as you lower all the way down onto your backs. When you come onto your back, take your knees, bend them, bring the soles of your feet flat on the mat, and then walk your feet out as wide as your mat. Take your hands beside you like a cactus or a goalpost, and let your knees just fall into one another. And take a moment here to settle the breath, settle the body. Go ahead and bring the feet hip-width distance apart. Lift your hips up and set them down over to the right as your legs fall to the left. And gaze over your right shoulder. Supine twist. Close your eyes if you can and try to let go of all of the tension, all the muscles in your lower body. It's hard, but notice if your glutes are tensing or if your legs and feet are trying to stay perfectly stacked. See if you can just soften. What would happen if you just completely let go of every muscle in your lower body? Take 3 more inhales and 3 more exhales here, coming back to center when you're ready. And when you're ready, come back to center. Extend your legs in front, arms overhead. And keeping your body flat on your mat, just move your hands and your feet slightly over to the left. Just like a flat crescent moon shape with your body. And come back to center, bend the knees, bring the arms out at your sides again, palms face up. And this time you're lifting your hips up, setting them down over to the left, letting your legs fall to the right. And then you're just gazing over your left shoulder. And again, what would happen if you just completely relaxed every muscle in your body, in your glutes, your thighs, even your face? Take 4 inhales and 4 exhales here. Try not to speed up your breath, but just going at your own pace. And then when you're ready, gently come back to center. Legs extended in front, arms overhead, keeping your body flat. Just move your hands and your feet slightly to the right, like a flat crescent moon shape. And come back to center when you're ready. Arms on your belly or at your sides. Bend the knees. Bring the soles of your feet together, knees out wide. Supta Baddha Konasana or reclined butterfly. And we'll lie here in silence for a few moments. Pull your breath down into your lower belly space as you inhale. And remember to exhale in just the opposite way, breathing out from the chest then down into the lower belly space. And we'll take 4 more inhales and 4 more exhales, just like that. And when you're ready, gently extend your legs all the way out in front. Find your way down into your final Shavasana.